I'm totally sick of this game. Welcome back to the Boston Bruins GMO series. Thanks for the comments that I didn't get last episode. Maybe we'll get some this episode. I don't know. And I'm ticked. Look at this freaking crap here, guys. Okay, so pretty much to sum things up, the last episode we simmed to the end of the year. That didn't save. Probably because I've been having a lot of audio problems lately. So usually I switch to my computer and I check the audio to make sure it's good before I save, and I must have forgot to go back to my Xbox and save, and it probably shut off, and I don't know. So that's my problem. That's my problem. That's my fault. No excuses. I know everyone. But the team actually did better. And remember, we were trying to tank. Like, this is like my attempt at a tank here. Look at it. 7-3 win, 6-3 win. I mean, it did it again. This team isn't good. 8-7 overtime win, the last game in a freaking year. So we actually finished freaking better, which is not good. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry that we still made the playoffs just like last time, which I didn't want to do. So I'm sorry that I didn't save it last time. I know a lot of people don't like pretty much a redo, but things actually went into the opposite favor. I guess I can show you. I did redo the trades. Pasternak, 77 freaking points. Ryan Callahan was on his line this time around. Oh my god, how does that happen? Oh my lord. Freaking... Ryan freaking Callahan, 39 points. This game ticks me off. So anyway, we're going to do the draft in this episode here. But first, we got to run to the playoffs that we will hopefully lose. Well, I guess my team's in the playoffs. I should try to win. That's what they would do in real life. But hold on, let's see how Montreal finished straight behind us, missed the playoffs. So we got a chance at the lottery with that. Now maybe Tampa Bay finished ahead of us. So we have no pick. At least last time we had a pick in the top 5, if I wasn't mistaken. Oh my gosh. So 2 of my 3 picks are playoff teams. And this one and then Montreal has a very low chance of winning the lottery, which means we're gonna have to do some trading. I'm not going to change my lines. This is the lines that somehow got me to the playoffs. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. If we win first round, I'm going to actually try to make it to the cup. But look at this. We're freaking winning. I'm not even going to slow sim it because I want to do the draft in this episode. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I literally feel like the game is laughing at us. This is freaking ridiculous. Oh my gosh, this might be like the worst freaking luck I've ever had in my life. These guys are having a heck of a year at least. Get Bennington back in there, get him some minutes. This is unbelievable, guys. Hopefully Tampa Bay went out first round. Let's take a look at that real quick. Nope, of course they won. That's awful luck. Maybe somehow I'll win the lottery with Montreal's pick. That'd be freaking amazing. Oh my gosh, we're still winning games. Okay, there we go. Tied series. Lose. Yes, a cup would be nice, but we're not meant to win it this year. I swear to God. For crying out loud. Oh my gosh. People in the comments should have told me I was right by not by saying we shouldn't get Cam Fowler. I think that's the whole reason we're winning. Oh, and then we get swept by a team that we have their first round freaking pick. Fantastic. That pick's pretty much not worth much at all. Fantastic. To make things even worse, looks like our AHL squad was, I don't know, still playing. Looks like they were booted out of the playoffs. We might as well freaking, like, I don't even... I just don't even know what to say. Look, Tampa Bay's going to win on the Cup, which means we're going to have the last pick in the first round. Yep. What else could go wrong? We didn't win a lottery. Look at that. We got the 14th pick. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to give up. Probably gonna have to give up 2 of our first round picks to get to the freaking top 3 that I want to get to, or at least top 5. Parenteau retired. Who cares? Any big name guys here retiring? Jumbo Joe Thornton, 1,500 points. Daniel Sedin, 1,100. Zetterberg, Spezza, and then it drops off to these decent guys. Duncan Keith. There's a blow to Chicago. Really, retiring only at 35. Still 87 overall. That's interesting. I think he's going to play well into his late 30s. What did he finish with? He finished with 622 points. Okay. Any goalies? Lundqvist calls it quits. I see Pekka Rinne there. Lundqvist, 444 wins. Rinne, Anderson, Smith. Old Ray Emery. Okay. I do want to check out the awards real quick. Is this year 2? No, your year 3 awards, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm just losing my mind here. Yeah, year 3. So Tampa Bay won the Cup. Of course they did. Bergeron won a Cup with them. Fantastic. Perry, the Art Ross, that's unrealistic. Jonathan Quick, James Norris, McDavid, Calder Memorial, Nikolai Goldobin, somehow, okay. Bishop, Quick, Emlyn, Bergeron, freaking Patrice Bergeron, Jonathan Quick, Patrick Kane. Yeah, let's just jump in the draft. What else do we have to do here? We're going to have to finesse our way up in the draft somehow here. Winnipeg, they're not going to give up the first. Or at least they're not. Okay, they do actually. But do I want the first, really? We would get the best player, but I don't have much people scouted, so I don't know if we'd actually get the best player. They want to give up the second. Okay, we got options here. You know, why don't we just go the first? It's not much more than any of the other ones. Okay, so obviously, I'm going to have to get rid of some of these picks. Let's get rid of Tampa Bay's and Boston. So let's try to keep the other one. That's not going to do it in itself. Skaters matching the block. Let's see if there's anyone here that we can part ways with here. Carlo, Morrow, Jung, Edinburgher. Edinburgher, guys, 59 overall. He's not going to turn into anything. We can just throw him in there. That should make it go through. Okay, the first overall pick, maybe an unrealistic trade. Oh, well. Goalie or center would be ideal. Okay, we got this center right here. Backo, supposed to be the top center in the draft. The problem is he's a playmaker. That's the problem. That's the problem we face. Because we already have Comtois as a playmaker. But we need a first-line center in the future. It could be Comtois, this dude, and between Comtois, this dude, and Pasternak, because Pasternak's still really young. Playmaker. I feel like we have to get this guy, because look, we don't want grinders. I don't want a power forward. And we have a two-way forward. We can go defenseman, but he's top 10. A sniper. I think we have to go with this guy. Please, if it's not elite, I'm throwing this. I'm done. I am done with this freaking series. I might just throw this freaking. Oh my freaking god. A high top freaking 9. This dude better be 88 overall. Freaking throw something here. Oh my freaking god. For crying out freaking loud. Oh, keep it cool, Justin. Keep it cool. What's the chance that this guy's good? Probably not. We have to go forward, I think, again. Oh my high bottom 6, okay. I'm gonna try to read the potential here. The potential types. So if he's high. I think that's gonna be a top 6. Medium top 6. Oh my god. I'm so angry, it's not even funny. The sad part is, I could delete this and just redo the whole thing, but I'm not that kind of person. We drafted a bust at first overall. The only difference from this in real life is we know it's a bust already. This is just annoying as no goalies. Sure, we'll take this unknown dude. See, maybe if he actually turns into something, probably not. Medium top 9. It's pretty hard to do a freaking rebuild when you get the first overall pick and it's a top 9. Oh my god. The thing is with the game, I understand they might not put it in the best order, but to have the projected first overall pick be a top 9, that's a little bit ridiculous. That is honestly a little bit ridiculous. I know rebuilding this team ain't gonna be as easy as I had hoped or thought or anything. I'm gonna do the contracts. Ladies and gentlemen, with the first overall pick, the Boston Bruins have drafted a 60 overall high top 9 forward. 60 overall. Not even joking. That might be the biggest bust since I don't even know. So let me just show you what we got going on here. I want to get a better backup goalie than I believe it was Hellberg that we had last year. So, yep, St. McIntyre will be our backup in the AHL. We'll get a starter. Defensively, we're set. Our 1-2, a 3-4, Carlos up to an 83, and our 5. And so Boral looks like he's going to play top 6 next year would be my guess. Then we also have a lot of depth. Bennington up to a 74, which is good. No, he was always that. I signed these two because they're both top 6 and they're both 69, so they can play AHL for injuries. Pasternak, yeah. Callahan, yeah. Re-signed Howden for some depth. An Islander wanted a two-way deal, which tells me he's not going to grow, which tells me I made a bad trade, which tells me that things just keep going in the same direction. Awful. Smethison up to 79. Probably one more year in the AHL for Smethison. I know he's 22 already, but one more year probably. Left winger re-signed Raffle to 1 year deal for some depth. DeBrusque is ready to play. I have high hopes for him. I wanted to do 3 years, but he wanted $3.5 million for a guy who's never played in the NHL. So I just signed him on a 1 year deal. That tells me he is going to grow nicely. Comtois up to a 74. Hopefully by the start of the season he's like at a 76, 77. That'd be amazing. Jung up to 73. Some of these guys are growing, which is nice. Osgood 60 overall. Center Spooner actually grew to 86, which is nice. Kukulekachev, Nash. This dude looks like he's... I didn't realize that I had to re-sign these people. Riley Nash, 1 year deal. He can play third line or fourth line. This guy looks like he might play NHL this year. Probably capable. Velarde up to 71. I'd like that to be higher, but whatever. And look, here we go. The guy you drafted first overall right here. Biggest bust ever right here. Okay. I'm going to leave free agency for you guys to comment on. Hopefully, if we only sign anyone, it's going to be a forward. And I kind of want to... As much as I'd like to tank this year, because this year didn't turn out good, we have young guys that we want to grow. So we might have to try to actually be decent. But maybe we'll take another year. What's it going to hurt? It's not like... So we'll just take a look at our free agents here. Hopefully I'll get a comment or two, even though I usually don't. So forwards, we have Jeff Skinner. See, these guys, I don't see anyone here that I would want. Matt Duchene, maybe. He's 28 already. We want to compete in 2-3 years for a legitimate cup, and he'll be 30. Maybe Jeff Skinner, but we have Pastrnak. See, I don't want any of these guys. I need to want a 1 year deal. Maybe Patrick Marleau would be the guy that I would potentially sign to help the young guys grow. We need some top 6 players. So that's an option. I'm just looking at age here. 26, Nieto. So there's no forwards that are going to help us for the future, which is not good. Dana seems to have failed miserably. Maybe Auckland. Defense, we don't need any defensemen. There's not many prospect ones. Eric Carlson is in free agency. Goalies. So pretty much this year was a waste. Literally this whole year was a waste because some players did grow, but if you think about it, the draft, we got a top 6 guy, and was it Osgood that's top 6? But the point is the draft just sucked this year. This team, honestly, I don't even know if I'm capable of turning this team around because so many things have just not gone my freaking way. Okay, we can sign one of these guys as a backup, but it'll probably end up being Lehner or Pavlek. Things are just, I don't know what to do. I really don't. Another year, tanking is not going to make the fans happy, the owners happy. But it's probably what we're going to have to do. Give me your opinion, guys. We'll probably end up trying to get a top 3 draft pick again next year. Maybe that one won't suck. Listen, I don't know if it's me or what, but maybe I'm just not cut out to be a GM. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you stick around even though things aren't going as planned. I'll see you in the next episode.